Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the podcast. We are here with an episode on tour for you. As you can probably tell from my friend over my shoulder, we're in Austin, Texas. So I've got a themed podcast for you today, which has big lessons and principles where if you follow them and apply them in your business, it can help you get everything that you want to get from your practice. So first of all, the reason we're in Austin is because we're having a mastermind meeting for our members in America, and we're doing a 2-day annual planning workshop, a meeting with our members, and what better place to celebrate being an independent practice owner than in a really cool independent city like Austin. So Austin, first of all, if you walk around Austin, it's just vibrant. There's a lot of personality in everything and everyone, from businesses, from art on the streets, to the people you meet, to the service you get. And I think that's a really important lesson for independence, is that you have to put personality into your business. The city's theme, its unofficial motto, if you like, is keep Austin weird. So how good is that? That's keep Austin weird. That means be your unique self, and who gives a crap what anybody thinks. So I think that's like something that has to be alive and well in your practice, in your business, because if you're independent, that is your strength, is you can be real, you can be different, and you need to bring that alive in your practice. So make that a big thing that you commit to doing more of in 2024. So keep Austin weird. That's the first lesson for today. So in terms of really what that means is be different. And I've talked about that for years, about it's better to be different than be better. So don't be different, don't be better, be different. Everybody starts a business wanting to be a little bit better. And what you end up with in the customer's eyes and the client's eyes is a load of businesses that all kind of look the same. Yes, to the owner that runs it, they might think, well, we're slightly better at this, and we do a little bit better at that. But to the end user, it all looks the same, and it's all pretty average. Versus if you set out to make your practice different and unique, then you will get far better results. You will have much more impact on your clients, on your community, on your staff, on yourself, and you'll just have a much better business that you're happier with. So let's talk about difference, being different. That's the first big lesson. Be different. What difference does is it kind of wakes people up. So in today's world, everyone's walking around kind of like zombies. They're, frazzled. Their attention's being pulled in a million different directions. Everything kind of looks the same. Everything's as expected. And you don't really get much of a reaction from people, versus when you're offering something truly different in terms of how you're offering your services to your clients, and in terms of the environment you create, the practice you create, then suddenly people come alive and there's a connection. So being different is about human connection. It's about not caring about trying to be for everybody. The only way to try and be for everybody is to be average, and nobody really responds to that. Versus if you set out to be different and really, connect and click with a certain ideal client that you're trying to attract, then magic starts to happen. So that's the value in being different. And when you do that, people, as I said, they come alive when they're in your business. They have this great experience, and it becomes the highlight of their day. They rave about you. They're happy to buy from you. They come back. They tell their friends, and it just energizes everybody, whether it's your team, whether it's yourself, whether it's the clients. So being different as a strategy will really take your practice to another level, and it creates a lot of value for your clients and for your community. It's the first lesson. Second lesson is be courageous. So a lot of times practice owners think that what they need most is like the knowledge or the strategy or what to do, when oftentimes the knowledge and the strategies is relatively easy to find. You can, there's endless sources of finding information about how to run a business better. The thing that's lacking in people is the courage to do those things, the courage to do the things that are going to create the business and the practice that you really want. So a big lesson for 2024, that if you follow and you do more of it, it will take you further on your journey, is be courageous. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to stay a little bit weird, to be a little bit eccentric, to kind of know what you stand for, and to know what your personality is about, and know what your practice is about, and know what you will do and what you won't do, and be super clear on that. It takes courage to do those things. So it's not just about strategies, it's much more about kind of believing in yourself and being able to do that. And that's a big part of what we're doing in Optical Success Academy. It's a big part of why we're creating this community and why we've been doing this for so many years, 8 or 9 years. It's why I get on a plane and come to America and get like-minded independent practice owners together. It's because what often results from that is courage. They encourage each other. They leave going back with a bit more confidence and conviction to go and do those things. So don't underestimate the importance of that, and you need to get support around you to know that it can be done, to know that you can do it, and to have courage to do the things that you need to do to create the business that you really want. So we're here running a 2-day annual planning meeting where we'll be laying out plans, creating plans for the things that our members want to change in their practice, what they want to improve, what they want to stop doing this year, what they want to start doing, what they want to add, what they want to take away, all of that stuff. And they'll finish within a really clear plan that will lead them to the goals that they're setting. But the really important ingredient is this courage piece. So the best plan in the world is worthless if you don't have the courage to do it. So that's what I'm talking about courage for. When it comes to raising your prices, what's the most important thing to raising your prices? It's the courage to do it. Courage is necessary if you need to fire a staff member that you know isn't the right fit for your practice. Courage is what's needed if you know you're at capacity and you need to hire a couple more staff. You need courage to go and do it and make that investment. Courage is what's needed if you want to drop a vision plan. If you're in the UK and if you want to drop the NHS and you really want to stop working with a certain type of client and specialize in working with another type of client, it takes courage to do that. So courage is really, I think, a lot of the times the missing piece for practice owners that are a little bit stuck. So how you get courage is by being around other people that are like-minded, ambitious, smart, humble, that can help support you, give you a little bit of tough love, hold you accountable, inspire you, let you know you're on the right path, work through it with you. And as Jim Rohn said, you're the sum or the average of the 5 people that you hang around with most. So if you're hanging around with other people that are afraid to increase their prices, or they only want to focus on the clinical optometry side of the business and not really spend too much time and attention on the business skills part of the business, then that's what you're going to end up like. But if you're hanging around other ambitious people that are committed to doing these things in their business, then you'll end up in a completely different destination. So that's courage. All right. So as I said, this is going to be a themed podcast. As you can tell from my cowboy friend over my shoulder riding his horse, he's very colorful. He looks like a very happy cowboy. But being in Texas, we've had a bit of fun with the cowboy theme and this whole idea of cowboy common sense. So cowboys are known for common sense. We actually sent a book to some of the attendees called Don't Squat with Your Spurs On. And it's a book full of common wisdom from cowboys. Funny quote. Funny, but accurate and truthful. So it's a cowboy's guide to life, if you like. So what does that mean? What do I mean when I say cowboy common sense, and why does it matter to an independent practice owner like you or me? And what I really mean is just extreme practicality or ruthless pragmatism. Everything that you need to run your business and get it to be the business that you want it to be, and to get the things that you want from your business, requires extreme practicality and ruthless pragmatism. I have zero interest in theory and nice ideas and things that aren't proven and advice from people that aren't doing what they actually are preaching. I'm not interested in long, complicated, confusing ways to try and do things. I'm not interested in doing things because it's kind of the done thing. It's what you should do. It's what's expected. It's what everybody else does. What I'm most interested in is extreme practicality and what actually gets results. So Cowboy Common Sense is about doing whatever is going to get results. They don't really cause a lot of fuss. They don't really put up with taking crap from people. They just do whatever's going to get the job done. They don't whine and moan about it. They just get on with it. They work hard. They try to avoid doing stupid stuff. They don't cause problems just for the sake of it. They know, they're pretty certain. They're pretty, aware of what they need to do. They're living in the real world. They're not living in a world of fantasy and wishful thinking. They just get on with the job and they make the thing happen. One of the sayings in the book is, if you've dug yourself a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging. There's that kind of stuff. So one of the secrets to success is avoid doing stupid stuff. That's one of the biggest things that will help you get towards your goal. If you minimize the amount of stupid stuff that you're doing and constantly be aware of that and stopping doing things that would be classified as stupid, like doing anything that isn't profitable, doing anything that you don't like and that irritates the life out of you and is making your practice go in a direction that you don't like, you need to stop it. Again, that's in the conversations about not making enough money. All these back to, okay, we need to increase our prices. Our service is not good enough to increase our prices. Okay, well, we need to increase our service. Don't like working with Luxottica. Okay, we need to drop Luxottica. It's that kind of common sense, practicality approach to life that I think this cowboy would be doing if he was running a practice. So take a little bit of cowboy common sense into your year ahead, 2024, and good things will happen.